Alright. So here's Lautrec. He's just staring at this depressed woman who cannot speak. It's so interesting how she just sits back there in the black megaverse like just this pathetic, defeated bitch. And he's just sitting here staring at her. It's also interesting how people just end up back in Firelink Shrine. That's one of the things I like about the Souls games.
Ah, hello there.
Ah.
Your reward. Please, accept it. I am grateful to you for freeing me. Not enough for you? Well, let's not be greedy now.
Yeah, he gives you sunlight medals, I think, but I ended up getting a bunch of those because, yeah, Jesus. I'm not sure if that's what he gives you or not. Oh. Okay, yeah. I got a bunch of those when I was, again, doing more of those invasions, the forest invasions. Somebody just had dropped a bunch of shit. I think they were on, like, New Game plus 5 million and just had a bunch of fucking sunlight metal, so I just ran up and grabbed it. I didn't know what it was, but then I got killed, like, immediately. But they're not really useful unless you're doing Faith. I'm gonna go grab the other Firekeeper. Jesus! Firekeeper Soul. And then she will die. And the Firelink Shrine bonfire will be out. And when that first happened to me, I was just like, what the fuck? That was just the most convenient bonfire, and then it was just fucking gone. And I remember I came back to the bonfire, it just came back to Firelink Shrine. You get used to going back there, it's the hub world. Oh, okay, I'm gonna rest and no. You know, so I used to think the checkpoints were like so important, and they are, but they're not, you know, imperative because you have these. Well, they're not imperative for just getting around the world because you have all these cool shortcuts. See, now I'm already back here. She'll probably still be alive when I initially go back until I rest at a bonfire. But that was a big thing about the Souls games back, you know, at least this one, is all the bonfires were far apart, so, you know, you really had to be careful. Alright, I'm gonna try some invading because I'm human and I can invade, so might as well just try it out. Alright, session lost. Is he alive? No. That couldn't have been timed more perfectly. Oh, what the hell? Why did my curse meter start to go up for a second there? Sometimes weird shit like that happens, but just that must be so fucking annoying for him. Like, he got all the way through the level, and then he just a fucking guy invades right as he's at the boss door. He could have just ran through. I'll give that guy credit. It was a male character who wasn't fucking who actually fought me instead of just running away. Okay, so yeah, the Firelink Shrine bonfire is out, yeah. Firekeeper is absent. He killed her when I grabbed that third bonfire. I mean, Firekeeper's soul. Oh wait, there is something to go down there and get, though. I think that's the only way to get her armor set, which isn't anything I would wear anyway, but whatever. This is the last time I did this. Oh yeah, you need to get that Black Eye Orb anyway. But this is the first time I've done this since, like, the very first time that I ever played the game, and that just happened naturally. I took off the other helmet and put this one on. I kind of like the way that looks. I do like my character's, like, angered expression. And from right here, I can take this shortcut that I used to always forget about. Like, I haven't forgotten about it for the last several characters I've made, but I used to always forget about it. I used to just forget to come back down here and kick the ladder down. But it's a really useful shortcut because it can lead you back up here. And that's like, now that that door is open, I could go, yeah, back through there if I need to get back through to the Undead Parish without having to deal with the dragon. Where I need to go is here, and I don't know if I'll get hit or not. I like these charred corpses. Oh, fuck. Okay, let's go. When I get some more health, I'm gonna fucking take that ring off. I'm gonna take that ring off soon anyway, but... Yeah, so Solaire's not here. But praise the sun messages are. Okay, so now there's the locked door here. Basement key. That's kind of confusing. I mean, this doesn't, like, have any indication that it's a basement, but then you get on this ladder and slide down a really long way. I like how the castle, or the kingdom, or whatever, is so fucked up that you have to take these weird, like, convoluted paths to get around. Okay, what do these people look like? That's actually a male character. Some gay, like, archer build, though. I thought another male character, but no, that's some soulless female knight. Strange. Let's go open up the shortcut. See, the game is just connected so fucking well, and I like that mossy covered door. This game also does what old video games used to do, where you see like a locked door or the area that you don't have enough stars or notes or whatever to get to, and then you eventually get to that area, you get around it, or the area you saw in the beginning that you couldn't get to, and now you can get to it. You know, I always liked stuff like that. That's something games now are lacking, and for the most part. These blood dogs can be a pain in the ass. A bunch of enemies that inflict a lot of bleed can be a real problem. I like this area. This is more like a village. It's like you're kind of getting away from the main castle, and you've gone into more like a... maybe what used to be a town square or something. I can definitely see the resemblance to Demon Souls here.
Somebody, please let me out of here. Somebody, anybody, help me. Unlock the door.
Damn, I'm finished. How did this ever happen?
His characters keep getting themselves into wacky situations.
Brilliant. You opened the door for me. Thank you. I'm saved. I thought I might never escape. I am Griggs of Vinheim, a sorcerer of the school. I am much obliged for your assistance. Thanks to you, I may now resume my travels.
I don't fucking like their accents. I don't like the British accent normally. And, of course, everybody that does the voice acting in this game is fucking British. He's wearing, actually, the Black Sorcerer outfit or whatever, but he's not, like, there's no indication of him being dark or anything or evil.
Oh, hello. I'm fine. I will rest a while, then return to Firelink Shrine. I have my sorcery.
What are you resting for? You've just been standing in this room for God knows how long. How did he even get locked in here, anyway? Okay, now I'm gonna kick you. Okay. You're risking doing that. You might accidentally fucking hit him, but... this is another one of my favorite looking areas in the game. Oh, how did I miss that guy? Whatever. I'm not gonna use my fireballs. Oh, come on. I can also use the Undead Bird bonfire for this area. I like how you can use like bonfires for different areas for the same... well, yeah, you can use one bonfire for different areas. One Byron fire is what it sounded like I was about to say. All these boarded up doors, you know, the curse has just driven everybody out, and you can see how they tried to, like, to rectify the situation. What a dramatic death pose. Or whatever. They do the same shit that your character does, I was noticing while editing a video a while ago. I like that area. I like this whole area. You feel, like, kind of far off in a back alley kind of way, you know, kind of area. And it looks more like a village. These look more like buildings rather than, like, you know, wooded buildings with windows and stuff rather than, like, a stone castle. Just looks cool. Oh, shit. It's another thing like an old PC game. There's this trap. Those guys were behind that door all the while, but you didn't know. And then you go a certain distance and they open up the door and they're like, Let's party. Just, what was that, like a Duke Nukem impression? I don't even know where I was going with that, but whatever. This area really seems abandoned. The mail breaker, weapon I never fucking use. I wish I could just ignore that urge to kick everything. It's even worse when I'm not recording. I will just kick like fucking everything. So this area gets a little fucking dangerous because just there's a ton of enemies right here. You got those fucking fast dogs and all these guys inflict bleed. Oh shit. That was probably bad. Okay. You know, time to back off. Oh shit, I'm gonna have to back off. Falco doesn't say oh shit. I was... whatever. Bandit's knife. I was hoping to be a Hollow Soldier's hood. I used to think that was a really rare drop, but it's not. I just didn't ever get a drop from them until I was like my 4th character or something. I don't even know how many fucking characters I have. Okay, yeah, there's another dog. And the grass is just completely growing right here. There's no stone or cobblestone or anything like that. Sometimes I wear that armor, but it's leather, so it doesn't have any fucking poise. What's this person look like? That's that same female knight, it looks like. No thanks. No thanks, bro. So here's a good Souls game enemy setup. You would just walk right at that guy, never knowing he's there. But not me. That's good damage. But these are really early game characters or enemies. Hollow Thief tights. What do those even look like? Bloodstained skirt. Looks like I'm wearing a skirt. Okay. There we go. I don't know. Don't really see much of a difference. I guess I'll wear them because I, like, never do. And this is, like, absolutely one of my favorite looking areas in the game. I like this back alley. Completely looks like a back alleyway in a castle. I feel really, like, far away from stuff, and, like, I wonder what's beyond there, you know? How'd that guy die? Well, I just think this area really looks cool, even though it's kind of abandoned, but you got the entrance to the depths there. I thought I was going to say entrance to the depths for some reason. Curses ahead, that's true. Does that person mean, like, curses? Or there's curse enemies? But, this looks like quintessential, like, back alley, fucking castle, kind of Victorian as well. If I just didn't lock onto that asshole. Here's where you open up another good shortcut. I never really used bows in this game. Okay, I was gonna kick him off, but well, whatever. And there's another area that they completely boarded up, the spiraling tower, and this is probably just reusing and reversing that area that was in fucking, like, before the Taurus Demon. I hope that's enough fucking Estus to fight the boss. Okay, here you go. I can barely hear her. V-hee-hee. Who the hell laughs like V-hee-hee? Is all the laughing supposed to be like they're all insane? Most likely. Actually, we'll buy one of these, because I don't have any. But I don't need any of that other stuff.
Come again if you...
V-hee-hee. Okay, I'm gonna kick you. I can kick you through the bars. It's like, why is she back there, you know? How did she get back there? Is she just content to stand there and sell moss to people who might happen by in an area that was completely locked before me? Who is she selling this stuff to? But there you go. Very useful shortcut. Now I gotta fight the Capra Demon. And that boss, I don't remember having much trouble with him. I can only remember, like, my first initial fights with some of the bosses in this game. Like, I remember my fight with the Asylum Demon and the Taurus Demon, and some bosses later on. I don't really remember it with this boss. and the Bell Gargoyles. I didn't really remember with them either. I don't remember having that much trouble with them, but I definitely struggled with them. But I was never, with most of the bosses in this game, I was never stuck for like longer than a day. Like I was able to beat it when I initially found them for most bosses. I was just like Archways, so I thought maybe I could get invaded, but apparently not. This boss is mainly just hard because of... Fuck. Because of the dogs. I actually might die, because I'm... Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, that's what's fucked up about this boss, is he's not all that hard, but... You can, because of this tiny-ass arena, just get fucking stuck like that, and even if you know exactly what you're expecting, still die as I just roll in place. I should have attacked. The last time I did a level 1 character, I fucking didn't die to this boss. Of course. Oh my god. Okay. Scratch one bogey. So you can, like, roll up here. Oh man, my character feels so slow. But this isn't that safe. But this is what most people were saying to do. Whoa! I don't even know what the hell just happened. But that's what most people's strategy for this boss is. Immediately run up there. That is if you in fact can. This guy also is a real poise wrecker, so... Well, stability wrecker, whatever, that's another problem with him. But once you get the fucking dogs dead, it's not a big deal. And strangely enough, he's weak to fire, even though he's a fucking demon. And most of the bosses so far have, like, all been demons. But yeah, he's not, like, super tough. You just fight him in a really small area, and he has those fucking dogs, which are fast, and they fucking jump around a lot, you know, and it's really the small arena. But see, he's not that tough. Now I can go to the depths. Fucking annoyed about dying, but whatever. I mean, that's the Dark Souls experience. Like I was saying in like an earlier video, you're still gonna fucking die sometimes. Oh yeah, these guys respawned. The depths are important, even though I normally skip them. I'm not gonna skip them for the Let's Play to show it off, and sometimes I'll go back through here. But really, the depths, you know, you can completely skip them, which is interesting if you have the Master Key, because I could just go to Blighttown. I could have already fought Quelaag, like in the first video, because you can immediately go to Blighttown. So you get a good change of scenery here, because now you're inside of something. You've been outside pretty much the whole game, even though you've been like inside of buildings. You've been inside of buildings that are like, you know, broken down, and you're still technically outside. But now you're inside, and you're going further and further down. I mean, it is called the depths. What the hell was the purpose of the depths before the undead curse? Oh, whatever. Oh, nice block. What was that guy doing down there? Keep chopping. Oh, shit. That's never happened before. Oh, shit. I have some nostalgia for this area, like, two different parts of nostalgia. Like, one was when I was getting nostalgic for it. I'm now nostalgic for when I was nostalgic once, which is fucking ridiculous, but... I was playing this with Jeremy. We were doing our level 1 playthroughs, and that's actually when I really started getting into this fucking game. And I was just remembering when I was doing this for the first time, when it was my first semester at college, when I first got into this area, and I was just remembering, like, a slightly stressed life, and this was just the area that I was in that I could remember a specific thing. I can't remember it now, but that was the area I got a memory for. So these things are apparently actually female, which, I mean, I never would have known. Which I initially just thought was interesting, but then Dark Souls kept, like, adding, like, female characters in for, like, just the sake of being female, it felt like. Well, in Bloodborne, like, the amygdala's being female and shit, and then everyone being, like, she. I don't know, I just felt like everyone... And then, like, I keep mentioning all the same people. That fag Joe that I knew from work, he just kept fucking talking about, like, how cool he thought it was that there were so many female characters in Souls games. It's just, I don't know, the libtard mentality. I don't think that it's like that from the people that make the game, but I just feel like just everyone that plays these games, you know, they're such faggots that they think that's like really cool, and it bothers me. Frame rate really drops sometimes. I don't need the rusted iron ring for this area. Oh, another humanity. And I want to see something. Yeah, there he is. I'm still gonna call him he. That Bobby.
You. Yes, you. Here, open. Please. You must
How did you just fall down or crawl inside or what?
Thank you. I would have been insufferable without you. Feeling it alive. I started to think. Thank you. Thank you dearly. I am Laurentius, of the Great School. I will not forget my debt to you.
So he's useful. Oh! Of course. He went to use his pyromancy, but he didn't. Oh. Man, I fucked that up.